Hey Cowboys Nation, we need to talk about the state of the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Because what's happening right now is shaping not only the rest of this season, but potentially the team's trajectory heading into 2026. The focus has been squarely on Tyler Smith, whose role has sparked plenty of debate. While many expected him to slide inside to guard, the coaching staff has decided to keep him at left tackle, a move that has far-reaching consequences for everyone along the line. It's a choice that impacts more than just one position, influencing how the Cowboys plan to protect Dak Prescott, balance player development, and manage the roster in the short and long term. Everyone from fans to analysts is weighing in, and the discussion has intensified because it touches on the team's most critical foundation, offensive line. This situation began with Tyler Gayton's high ankle sprain, an injury that will sideline him for at least 4 to 6 weeks, likely ruling him out of Week 17 action. With Gayton out, Smith naturally becomes the go-to option at left tackle. But the ramifications go beyond merely filling a temporary gap. If and when Gayton returns, the question becomes whether he reclaims his previous spot or assumes a more flexible role, potentially as a swing tackle who can be shifted depending on matchups and overall team needs. This approach introduces a layer of complexity for other linemen, including Terrence Steele, whose position and role within the line may be adjusted based on these decisions. The domino effect is clear. One injury and one positional choice influence multiple players, and the broader offensive strategy. Tyler Smith has proven he can perform at left tackle, yet many argue his true strength lies at guard. His technique, physical attributes, and experience seem to align more naturally with interior line responsibilities, where he can provide consistent protection for Dak Prescott against immediate pressure, rather than being tested on the edge. For a quarterback like Prescott, who thrives when the pocket is clean and his timing is protected, having linemen in their optimal positions is essential. Mismatched ROLES can lead to mistakes, missed assignments, penalties, and increased quarterback pressure. Keeping Smith at left tackle solves a short-term problem, but the deeper question remains: is this the best decision for the long-term stability and performance of the team? Offensive line decisions are never straightforward. Gayton had been excelling before his injury, showing remarkable consistency at left tackle. His stats and on-field performance reflected genuine growth, signaling a player trending toward elite-level play. Adjusting his role, whether by moving him to a swing position or even right tackle, could seem counterintuitive given his high-level output in his natural spot. Yet, there's a strategic angle here. The flexibility allows the Cowboys to experiment with the lineup, integrate younger players, and manage salary allocations while still keeping the team competitive. Even Smith's placement at left tackle has potential contract implications, possibly positioning him among the top-paid guards. While shifting expectations on the tackle side, it's a delicate balance between immediate need and long-term planning, where every decision carries consequences. Terrence Steele's trajectory adds another dimension to the discussion. His development has plateaued, with moments of competence overshadowed by recurring vulnerabilities, particularly in pass protection. The likelihood of Steele reaching a significantly higher level seems limited, making the decisions about Smith and Gayton even more critical. The Cowboys need to establish a line that can reliably protect Prescott for years to come, and that requires assessing who can anchor each position effectively. It's about immediate performance, long-term sustainability, and creating a cohesive structure that allows the offense to operate without exposing the quarterback to unnecessary risk. Data and analysis reinforce these concerns. Smith is widely regarded as excelling at guard, with technical tendencies and strengths that align with interior line play. His skills allow him to open lanes for running backs and provide strong pocket protection without being stretched thin on the edge. Meanwhile, Gayton has demonstrated that he can thrive at left tackle, with instincts and habits built for the demands of that role. Moving him to a swing position introduces uncertainty. Yet the coaching staff appears committed to experimenting with alignment to balance health, skill sets, and salary considerations. Every choice is a calculated risk, aiming to protect the quarterback while maximizing the potential of the roster. For the remainder of this season, it's expected that Smith will continue at left tackle while Gayton recovers. TJ Bass has stepped in at left guard over Nathan Thomas, offering a more consistent presence for both run and pass blocking. Bass has shown flashes of reliability, though challenges remain, particularly against speed rushers and complex pass rush scenarios. Pairing Smith and Bass on the left side is essentially a test of balance and efficiency, exploring how well the team can perform with this configuration. Yet, many analysts still contend that Smith's ultimate best fit is at left guard, keeping the debate alive about whether the Cowboys are optimizing their offensive line or simply addressing gaps as injuries occur. Looking forward to 2026, the implications of these choices grow even more significant. Decisions made now will shape the development of younger linemen, impact veteran health, and influence the overall continuity of the offensive front. If Smith proves effective at left tackle over the short term, the team might keep him there longer than anticipated, potentially delaying Gayton's natural progression. Conversely, if weaknesses are exposed, adjustments could be accelerated with position changes or new talent acquisition during the offseason. The coaching staff will use the current stretch of games to gather critical data, observe performance trends, and make informed decisions about long-term positioning. Fan opinion has been just as active as the discussion among coaches and analysts. Some argue that Smith at left tackle is necessary given current injuries and depth concerns, emphasizing immediate performance over long-term placement. Others advocate for positioning players where they can excel for the future, even if it requires temporary shifts in the lineup. The tension between short-term tactical needs and long-term strategic development fuels passionate debate. Each decision carries both risk and reward, influencing not just the present season, but also the team's structure for the upcoming years. Beyond Smith and Gayton, the performance of the entire offensive line directly affects the running game, quarterback confidence, and the offense's overall rhythm. Mistakes, mismatches, or misalignments can ripple across the entire unit, leading to lost yards, stalled drives, or sacks. Each adjustment, whether temporary or permanent, has consequences that extend beyond a single game, influencing preparation for 2026 and the development of the entire roster. The stakes are high and the margins for error are slim, making every choice critical as the Cowboys navigate injuries, performance variations, and strategic planning. The uncertainty surrounding Tyler Gayton's return adds another layer to the puzzle. Even as he nears potential game action, questions linger about whether he will resume his role at left tackle or assume a swing tackle position. This decision will affect Smith, Steele, and the overall configuration of the line. Gayton has spent the majority of his career at left tackle, developing instincts, footwork, and understanding of edge protection. His ability to perform at a high level in crucial moments, especially against elite pass rushers and in third down scenarios, is proven. Shifting him to a swing role could disrupt his rhythm. Yet it offers the team flexibility to adjust depending on matchups, injuries, and performance trends. Steele's performance trajectory remains a concern for long-term planning. Despite flashes of competence, recurring pass protection weaknesses highlight a plateau in development. Maintaining Smith at left tackle addresses immediate needs, but the coaching staff must weigh whether this arrangement provides the most reliable protection for Prescott. With a quarterback who relies on a clean pocket and structured protection, every misstep in the line can have significant consequences. Evaluating who provides the best combination of stability, skill, and adaptability is critical, and the decisions surrounding Smith, Gayton, and Steele will determine the team's offensive effectiveness. Analysts consistently highlight Smith's aptitude for guard. Playing inside allows him to utilize his strength, vision, and technical proficiency to open running lanes and maintain quarterback protection. This structured, predictable interior protection is vital for Prescott, who benefits from time and space to read defenses, while keeping Smith at left tackle fills an immediate void. It may come at the expense of his peak performance and long-term growth. The coaching staff is balancing short-term necessity against optimal skill alignment, weighing each player's potential contributions against the risks of forcing them out of their natural roles. T.J. Bass has emerged as a key piece on the left side, stepping in at guard in place of Nathan Thomas. His ability to handle initial contact, contribute to both run and pass plays, and maintain composure under pressure provides a short-term solution. Though refinement is still needed, pairing Bass with Smith tests how well the team can operate under adjusted configurations. With the coaching staff observing performance trends and injury impacts, these choices are part of a larger strategic evaluation aimed at preparing for both the remainder of this season and the long-term vision for the Cowboys' offensive line. Every decision now carries implications for 2026. The development of younger players, trajectory of veterans, and financial planning are all intertwined with current lineup decisions. Smith's performance at left tackle may dictate whether he remains in the role, potentially delaying Gayton's progression. Conversely, exposure of weaknesses could accelerate roster adjustments or off-season acquisitions. The stakes are high, and the ripple effects influence quarterback performance, offensive rhythm, and overall team competitiveness. Balancing immediate results with long-term planning requires careful observation, strategic foresight, and a willingness to adapt as circumstances evolve. Fans remain deeply engaged, weighing in across social media and comment sections. Opinions vary between supporting short-term adjustments to maintain stability and advocating for placing players in positions where they can maximize long-term impact. This tension between immediate tactical needs and strategic planning underscores the complexity of the Cowboys' situation. Every move, whether motivated by injury, performance, or long-term vision, influences the rhythm of the offense and the protection of Dak Prescott. Success depends on the cohesion, talent alignment, and adaptability of the entire line, making each decision consequential for both the present and future. Performance data reinforces the nuanced nature of these decisions. Before his injury, Gayton was trending toward elite play at left tackle, demonstrating efficiency in pass protection, ability to handle complex defensive schemes, and minimal penalties. Smith, while capable at tackle, shows peak effectiveness at guard, highlighting the importance of aligning skill sets with positions. These insights inform how the Cowboys structure the line for both immediate and future success, balancing protection for Prescott with development opportunities for younger linemen and considerations for long-term roster strategy. The offensive line's composition directly impacts the running game, pocket integrity, and overall offensive rhythm. Interior linemen create gaps and maintain lanes, while tackles ensure containment and prevent pocket collapse. Any misalignment or misallocation of talent can slow the run game and force the quarterback into rushed decisions, emphasizing the importance of strategic placement. The current configuration, influenced by injuries, performance variations, and tactical adjustments, represents a constantly shifting challenge that the coaching staff must manage to maintain competitiveness and preserve Prescott's protection. As we move deeper into the discussion surrounding the Cowboys' offensive line, it becomes clear that every decision made in these next few weeks carries weight far beyond a single game. The balancing act between immediate performance and long-term strategy is not easy, especially when considering the return timeline of Tyler Gayton. His rehabilitation and eventual game readiness will require careful management to ensure he regains full strength and rhythm while minimizing the risk of re-injury. The coaching staff must weigh whether inserting him back at left tackle immediately is worth the potential disruption or whether a gradual integration, potentially as a swing tackle, better serves the team's broader goals. This approach would allow for flexibility against various defensive schemes, while providing time for younger or less experienced linemen to gain meaningful in-game repetitions. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. Patrick Mahomes has always been known for his laser-sharp focus on the field and his usually measured words off it. But recent whispers suggest the Kansas City quarterback may have let his guard down in a conversation that has fans and analysts buzzing. Sources close to the team indicate that Mahomes made some pointed remarks about the Dallas Cowboys. Comments that, if confirmed, could ignite a new chapter in one of the NFL's most intriguing rivalries. According to insiders, Mahomes' reaction was far from diplomatic. While he's often praised for his calm, almost surgical approach to the media, this time he reportedly spoke with a candor that few have ever seen. Observers claim he questioned the Cowboys' strategies and hinted that their recent successes might not be as sustainable as some believe. The quarterback's alleged words have been described as sharp, even critical, sparking speculation that he may be sending a subtle message ahead of the upcoming matchup between the two teams. This development has left the NFL world abuzz, as Mahomes is not typically one to engage in verbal sparring. Analysts are debating whether his comments were a calculated psychological tactic or simply an unguarded moment of honesty. Social media has been flooded with reactions, ranging from fans defending the Cowboys to others praising Mahomes for speaking his mind. The potential impact of his remarks on team morale and upcoming games is already a topic of hot debate among pundits. While the Chiefs have never shied away from big moments, Mahomes' alleged statements could change the dynamics in unexpected ways. Some speculate that this could fuel a fiery showdown intensifying a rivalry that has been quietly simmering under the radar. Others suggest it may be a strategic play to unsettle the Cowboys, using the media as a tool to send subtle pressure toward a formidable opponent, regardless of the motive. One thing is clear: the NFL community is watching closely, and MAHOMES' every word could now carry more weight than ever. As whispers continue and speculation mounts, fans are left to wonder if this marks the beginning of a more outspoken phase for MAHOMES, or if it's merely a fleeting moment in his otherwise composed career. Either way, the conversation around the quarterback's alleged comments has already captured attention, and anticipation for the next clash with Dallas has reached a fever pitch. The Chiefs' superstar may not just be preparing on the field, he may be playing a mental game off it as well. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.